It's in the game.
It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Michigan's offense will go on the attack first. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Moore to the air. Quickly to the tight end. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Marsh. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
Suspect still on the run could very well be armed. So while
If that guy is still carrying around that weapon, I don't know what to tell you, but you got to be the dumbest one to ever walk this earth. Real shit. Doesn't make sense. You were supposed to bury that motherfucker like for real under branch some other shit.
Officers transported the first 2 suspects to the station to be identified. The rest remained on high alert, continuing the search for the final suspect, still somewhere out there. Just as officers
Where do you eat when everything sounds good? We know a place. Try multiple award-winning restaurants in a single order. Only on Wonder, a new kind of food hall with 25 iconic restaurants under one roof.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, and I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on Jaro City Mikey, essentially getting himself killed after coming home from prison and trying to bully the block.
All right, Unit 3, we're getting a call of shots fired. Person shot 83060 63rd Street, 63 in Drexel. Stand by for simulcast. Now we're getting a call of a person shot 63rd in Drexel. Callers reporting the male has been shot next to the gas station.
302 Sam Squad, looks like they might be trying to put the victim into a silver Nissan.
He said he's seen the car in the vehicle. All right, the car is still on scene. All right, it says the offender is a male black with dreadlocks wearing a white tank top, and the offender was inside of a white Mercedes. That's what we got a ticket saying. The offender was in a white Mercedes, male black dreads, white tank top.
March 25th, 2026. Gunfire erupted just after 11:30 in the morning on the 6200 block of South Drexel Ave. A man was sitting inside of a vehicle when 2 males approached in a white Mercedes. An argument popped off, a gun was pulled, and rapid shots would follow. Police would be first to arrive at the scene. A single victim laid out on his back next to a silver Nissan. They quickly cut his shirt and pull his pants down while checking for gunshot wounds. EMS would arrive second, placing the victim on a gurney and transporting him in critical condition to a nearby hospital. He'd be identified as 29-year-old Michael Riggs, but more commonly known throughout the streets of Chicago as Jaro City Mikey, and he'd be pronounced dead. Jaro City is a hood within the Woodlawn neighborhood of the south side of Chicago. It would be named Jaro City in honor of 22-year-old Jarvis Smith, who was shot and killed in 2005. The hood was a mix of black disciples, gangster disciples, and even P-Stones. One of the biggest faces from Jaro being none other than Jay Maine, who originated as a rapper, but truly found success when he changed his path in life, focusing on comedy, podcasting, and pushing peace. Unfortunately, the same can't be said for everyone else. Mikey was an original member of Jaro, but 13 years in prison would make him less known on social media. It wasn't until he paroled in mid-2024 when he started to make his way through interviews, vlogs, music, and beefing. Mikey immediately came home and began applying pressure, likely the very reason he was killed was him.
And the Wolverines will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Penn State's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Hey, sometimes numbers lie, but this quarterback just learned a valuable lesson. These numbers don't lie. One of the best defenses against the pass, and you see why right there. Man, they break on the football, so much speed in the back end, break on it, make the play. This defense is legit, and that QB's finding out firsthand.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have...
Turning it on! They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Moore will throw. Big fella moving. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Power football with the run. Runs through a tackle. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Just plowing ahead. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
It's first down from the 11. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Gibson. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point splits the uprights. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Snagged in the middle. It's Fleming. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Moore to the air. The short hands. It's Smith. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. Makes the grab.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
He wants to throw it again. Got his man quickly. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. The Wolverines are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. There he goes. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off play action on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end. feed that man the rock.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Ball State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Schumann Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kent State. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Wide receiver comes in motion. Takes it on the shovel. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to... catch.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. This drive started from their own 45-yard line. Moore will throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. In the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Smith. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
Are you coming in? And if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. He might want another play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, Michigan! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Look, It's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early? Ball game. Got to find something positive quick.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The play-action fake. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
So here comes the Michigan offense. More to the air. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got... makers, they are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Bringing it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Sets up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Got it in the middle. It's Denmark. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Working on the right. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's the handoff. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll run it from the gun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Moore will throw. Caught close to the marker, it's Smith. Oh, he got loose. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play. And they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton.
A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And that is no good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. It's complete. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And the Nittany Lions are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get it through the air. It's incomplete, but I don't think it's going to matter. There's a flag at the line of scrimmage, and it looks as if the defense is offside.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Pass is incomplete, the clock is down to 9. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And how about this confidence in their field goal kicker? They're going to pat him on the butt and say, go give us 3, big fella. And he had just enough to will that one home. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Handoff from the gun. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Moore to the air. Fires to the tight end. Slips a tackle and he's got room. And they get him down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw because he put it out in front of his big man.
Breaks into the open. He's at the touchdown, Michigan. And the pummeling has started. boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. New Mexico has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside University Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Colorado State. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Touchdown, Penn State! They punctuate the chant with a trip to the end zone. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Moore will throw. Finds his tight end.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Back open in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the route is on. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
To tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And he punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut.
It's a fumble! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble. Wide receiver, look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Moore to the air. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Pickup of 2. That's a first down for the offense.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So first down will open up the final period. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fleming. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Wolverines have moved it inside the 20. Second down, they'll go to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Denmark. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The give on the inside. Jukes his way for more. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide open downfield. And he eluded the defense. Take it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead of how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the tailback. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They'll go back to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. 1st down here for the offense. He wants to change this route. Moore will throw. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation? To go with it. Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Here comes the 2-point try. From the gun, looking for a man. He makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. I don't think it would have killed them to kick it there. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bring in the heat. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated in